next one is from Queen. Part 1. The dream almost felt like I just poofed into an alternate universe because everyone acted like they knew who I was, but I was aware enough to recognize, and no. Everyone acted like they knew who I was, but I was aware enough to recognize I didn't know anyone or anything going on, and everything felt midway, everything felt midway through. I know what you mean, like unfinished. I was in a ritzy hotel, super fancy, with a jungle in the middle. And there was like a superhero fight, but I get the impression I was fighting alongside the bad guys. And two of the bad guys were really attracted, but scary girl characters. Okay, really attractive but scary girl character. Okay. You seeing really attractive scary girl characters in a dream means that you're attracted to scary chicks. So there's not a whole lot going on there. But acting like everyone knew who you was, everyone knew who you were. Acting like everyone knew who you were, but you recognizing, I don't know any of these motherfuckers. This is converse to what a lot of people usually have. Usually people have a dream where people are pretending like they don't know you or they don't recognize you. And you're like, motherfucker, you know who I am, or you know what's going on. You need to recognize me. This is the opposite. Both are damaging, right? The former, the one where people are ignoring you even though they should know who you are. That's the feeling of being ignored. This one represents a feeling in your waking life that people are fake. People in your everyday life are fake. Or are somehow like gassing you up higher than you feel like you deserve, you know? And whatever this is puts you, I wonder how you arrived at the conclusion that you were fighting alongside the bad guys. Did you come to that conclusion after you saw the scary goth chicks that were like attractive? Or did you see them after? The reason is because if you saw a thing that you're attracted to and then later said, okay, well, I guess I'm on their side, that's just one fulfilling, like the later thing, saying, oh, well, let's make sense of this. You're attracted to these chicks and let's put you on their team. And they're kind of scary, so let's say they're like kind of like the bad guys of whatever thing, right? But if it happened the other way around, then I think this, in which I suspect that's the case. If it happened where like, if you were positioned on the like villain side of things, means that people are villainizing you. People are either one, people are villainizing you, and you are like you're not doing the wrong thing, but like people are making it look like you are. But what I think is more likely is that you feel like you are a bad guy, that you're somehow doing the wrong thing, or you're doing the shameful thing. Maybe you are doing the wrong thing. Maybe you are doing something that goes against your personal values. Maybe you are in the process of doing something that takes value away from other people's lives. Or maybe you're not. And that's an important thing to consider. Maybe, and hear me out, maybe you're actually doing a good job. You know, groundbreaking, okay? But sometimes we don't give ourselves a break. We give ourselves too much of a rough time. And say, we don't think we're as good as we actually are. Imposter syndrome. Another reason why I think that's similar to what's going on is because people were being fake, or at least you interpreted them as being fake. And this is where my analysis of what you're feeling in the dream breaks away, and my opinion of what is actually going on begins. Because in the dream, you perceive that people are being fake to you. That people are being fake to you when they say that you're doing good at something, or that you are, in the process of doing something and doing a good job or whatever. And that's why, everything felt midway through, in process. And you were in a ritzy hotel, fancy, maybe you felt like you didn't belong there, and everyone was like, yeah, dude, you belong here, welcome in, yeah, you're good. And then you're like, I don't deserve this kind of treatment. I don't deserve to be in a ritzy hotel. I'm a bad guy. But here's the thing. Maybe you are good enough. Maybe the people that acknowledge you and appreciate you in your real life actually do acknowledge the good things that you do. Okay? Maybe they appreciate you for things that you have no idea. Alright. To summarize, your dream manifests, I think, because you think you're not good enough, and that when people compliment you or say that things are, that you deserve good things, you think that they're being disingenuous, that they're not being real, and that they're being fake to you, and you suspect that they're being fake. But I think that, and you interpret yourself as being the despised one, someone who deserves to be despised. And that is a flawed interpretation of your life. In other words, your mind is telling you how you feel, and I'm telling you the way you feel is valid, but your perception of yourself, I think, might be flawed, which is a good thing in this case, right? It's a good thing to be informed that you might be wrong about something, because it gives you an opportunity to look within the self and say, hey dude, maybe I am doing a pretty okay job. Maybe it's okay for other people to be good at some things and me to be good at other things. Or people are being fake to you, or you are being fake to them without realizing it. And bro, thanks for nothing. Thanks a lot for nothing. Or you are being the fake one and you don't realize it, and you really are a bad guy and you're taking things away from other people's life. The point is this is the time to ask yourself the question. Honestly, look within yourself and consider that both are possible. Both are possible. Okay? Thank you for your submission. Thank you, Dreamer. I want to acknowledge Fracture. What's up? Also in the house is Rudolph. Chato is here. Smiley Riley is here. Marco still here. Good. Shay the Bean. Shay the Bean. Welcome in, Shay. Oh, great. Now I'm paying extra attention to you, and it's gonna scare you off. Hey, welcome in, for real. That's how I get when I walk into a chat and someone acknowledges me right away. Sometimes I'm like, hey, thanks, and sometimes I'm like, oh no, go away, don't look at me, don't perceive me. That's because I'm weird. Baby Chocobo, good to see you again. You've been looking for a while, that's what's up. So, to proceed, let's take a look at part two of Alaqueen. In this dream, one character was some kind of demon character, and one was some kind of plant lady, right? And I must have had some kind of complex relationship drama with them, based on what they were saying. They were flirting with me, and it was freaking me out. I had no idea if I had powers until the scary demon lady teleported over me and slashed me up comedically, and then I healed real quick. Ran out of the hotel and took a deep breath once I got out. I think this is pretty cut and clear. You're special, and you don't realize it. And somebody's telling you that you're worth something, and you don't believe them. But I think you know it. I think you know it deep down, that there is something important about you. And this scary plant lady coming to you and like interacting with these people is freaking you out. And they're the ones telling you that you have something special about you. And you're afraid to face that. This is more common than you think. Yo, Wayne Brucey gifted a sub to Shay the Bean. Thank you, Wayne Brucey. Appreciate you. Thank you, Wayne Brucey. I'm gonna do your name trace right after this. But the big takeaway, I think, with this one is that you are healing quickly. I take it back. They may not be the biggest takeaway. It's something to take note of. I think the biggest takeaway with this dream is that there's something about you that someone appreciates. Or maybe that you recognize within yourself, and you're afraid to accept it because you're like, there's no way I could be that good. And the reason I think that is because these people bringing you this information are scary to you in the dream, meaning this information is scary. You don't want to face the fact that, dude, you're good at stuff.